Somebody asked me, how do you know when to transfer stitches with the lace carriage and when to knit rows with the knit carriage on a Brother punch card knitting machine? Well, the rule of thumb is the lace carriage always stays on the left side of the bed and the knit carriage always stays on the right side of the bed. So you'll have your punch card in the machine and you'll see on the left side of the punch card there are arrows and they are marked for every single row. And one will be pointing to the right, one to the left, one to the right, one to the left, one to the right, one to the left, all the way up the card. And every so often you'll see these little marks here. Mine happens to be every 8 rows, but it'll be different for every card. But these little marks here are turnaround marks, and that means that you need to knit 2 rows with the knit carriage. So only the lace carriage advances the card. As you can see, it has hold of the timing belt there, but the knit carriage is just set plain, so that doesn't advance the card. So I'm just going to release the card here, and you can see my arrows pointing to the right there, so I need to move the lace carriage from left to right, which advances the card and selects needles. We just keep following those arrows, which tells us which direction to move the lace carriage. Until this little turnaround mark shows up above, just above the casing there, and that means now we need to knit 2 rows with the knit carriage, and that makes the eyelets. Say for instance that turnaround mark was replaced by a number, say 6 or 8, that means that you need to knit the indicated number of rows, whatever that number would say, with the knit carriage. But on this one it has the turnaround mark, which only means we need to knit 2 rows between these transfers. So we just keep following the arrows on the left side here on which direction to move the carriage for transferring. And then we get that turnaround mark again and the lace carriage finishes on the left, because as you can see it's ready to start going back to the right again. But before we go back to the right to transfer stitches again, we need to follow that turnaround mark and knit 2 rows. And then continue with the lace carriage. And you just follow those arrows and turnaround marks, or numbers if there are any, all the way up the card to get our lace pattern. So that's all there is to it really. Hopefully I haven't made it sound too confusing, but that's basically all there is to it. So I hope this helps, and thanks for watching.